The controversy for Chapter 7 is about vitamin supplements. Do the benefits outweigh the risks? So hopefully by the end of this segment, you'll be able to determine if supplements are necessary for you, and if the benefits are actually outweighing the risks for yourself. Again, this is a very individual decision. There's no right or wrong answer. Deficiencies of nutrients, vitamins, minerals in the U.S. and Canada are rarely seen in adults, but they do occasionally occur. Most of these can be resolved with therapeutic doses as given by a physician, but there are some exceptions. So if someone has very severe vitamin A deficiency and they develop blindness, this is not going to be reversed by giving someone a therapeutic dose of vitamin A. But if someone has a vitamin D deficiency, this could be resolved with a therapeutic dose of vitamin D. The populations at greatest risk for deficiencies in the United States and Canada are going to be habitual dieters, and then the elderly. Mostly because elderly tend to get sick, they have decreased appetite, so they're not consuming as much, and they're probably not meeting their needs. So table C71 does a nice job giving an overview of people that have increased nutrient needs and some valid reasons for people who may need to take supplements. So there are certain stages of the lifespan where nutrient needs may be increased and supplements may be warranted. When someone is elderly, this may be the time for that. Women who lose a large amount of blood during menstruation may actually need to take an iron supplement because of all the iron that they're losing. We talked about newborns being deficient in vitamin K or being sterile, so they can't make their own vitamin K when they're born. So they receive a vitamin K dosage at birth. Women of childbearing age, folate is especially important, as we talked about. And then individuals coping with physical stress may also warrant a supplement to help meet all of their needs. So definitely check out this table. Give some more populations that where a supplement may be necessary and actually beneficial. On the other side of the coin, there are some reasons that we need to be somewhat wary of taking supplements. So food rarely causes nutrient imbalances or toxicities, as we talked about. Most of those most of the vitamins we talked about this week, you rarely see toxicity from consuming food. The toxicity we see is usually from excess supplement intake or excess supplement usage. There's also some concern with supplement contamination and safety. So there's really not a lot of regulation. The supplements may actually contain more, say, vitamin A than it actually says on the label. So regulation isn't that great at this point, so we're not really sure, what is in that supplement. Maybe it says it has vitamin A, but it really has 3 times the amount that it says. There's a lot of misinformation out there too. I mean, you have to be careful with marketing ploys going on. If it's something that says organic, natural, fat busting, fat burning, whatever, none of those are going to have scientific evidence to back it up. Supplements can also provide a false sense of security. So you think, okay, I'm just going to take this calcium supplement because I don't drink milk. And so you think that maybe you're getting all the calcium that you need. What you don't know is that maybe you're consuming calcium can actually only be consumed in a certain absorbed in certain amounts at a time. So maybe you're taking a whole bunch of calcium and you're not getting all that you really need, and you're wasting that. Also, if you think about your water-soluble vitamins that are not being stored in the body, if you're taking supplements for those, you're probably having very expensive urine, just like when you take protein supplements. And protein's not being stored in the body either. You're just excreting it through your urine. So just think about that false sense of security. A supplement is not going to cure everything in your body. It's best to focus on food. There's also no hard evidence that supplements can help prevent chronic diseases. And there's actually some evidence to suggest that maybe intake of supplements can increase the risk of some of these chronic diseases. So you can read more about those in the book. They talked about vitamin D and cancer, vitamin E and chronic disease, and they also talked about beta carotene. So you can read some more about both of those or all of those in your text. So it's really best to focus on whole foods. The nutrients in whole foods are going to be better absorbed in their food form than in the supplement form. Foods work in combination with one another. So whole foods are really best if you can get all of the nutrients that you need and you have nothing impairing your food intake. If you are going to choose to use supplements, these are some good guidelines to follow. So first you want to choose the type. You know, what do you need? Do you need a multivitamin? Do you need a calcium supplement? Do you need a vitamin A supplement? Do you need an iron supplement? What is it that you need? You know, check the label. What else is being added into that to that vitamin? You know, is there added sugar in there? Are there herbal supplements? You really want to be aware of herbal supplements added to, or herbal additions added to a supplement, because this could have some negative interactions. You know, what form do you want to take? Do you want a chewable? Do you want a liquid? Do you want something that dissolves? Does it have to be taken with food? Does it have to be taken with a glass of water? Does it need to be taken on an empty stomach? You know, what are all of those characteristics? Again, targeting your needs and choosing the dose. So again, what is it that you're looking for? Are you calcium deficient, or do you think you're not getting enough intake of all of the vitamins? With regard to the dose, you don't want to choose a supplement that contains more than the UL for any vitamin, because it's most likely that you're consuming at least a little bit of these vitamins in your regular diet. So if this has the maximum amount and you're already consuming some, you could actually reach those toxic levels. So again, that's where we need to be aware, and why it's important to know that some of these vitamins do have that tolerable upper intake level. So if something has over 100%, I would definitely maybe put that at the lower bottom of the list of selecting that supplement. Also choosing the quality. So if you look for a label that says USP on the vitamin or the supplement, that's going to say that, you know, this company or supplement company underwent, they paid for testing to say that what's in what the label says is actually what's in there. So the ingredients listed are actually what is in that vitamin. So again, because the regulation of vitamins and supplements is not very good, looking for that USP label can help ensure the quality. And then again, we want to look for our marketing traps to avoid. So organic, natural, fat burning, energy boosting, age defying. There's no proof of that. You know, we could say the same thing for like vitamin C. It's going to help prevent wrinkles because of the collagen. So just beware of those marketing traps. And if you have more questions about specific supplements, you know, talk to a doctor, talk to a pharmacist, talk to a registered dietitian. So you definitely, your health is important. So you don't want to make a poor choice with supplements if you're going to choose to take. So the take-home message. People in the United States are more likely to suffer from overnutrition and poor lifestyle choices, and not so much from nutrient deficiency. So we have adequate access to food. Most of us are consuming excess food. It's just making sure we're making healthy choices, moderation choices, variety choices, balanced choices. Again, focusing on a variety of foods and kind of take away that focus of nutrients, because again, we eat foods, we don't eat nutrients. Nutrients are what's included in our food sources. And then rely on supplements only when needed. So maybe you've been sick and you haven't been able to eat, a supplement might be warranted. But for most of the healthy population, supplements are not needed. So overall, focus on a balanced diet that will provide adequate amounts of all of the nutrients that you need. So focus on fruits, vegetables, whole grains, protein, and milk products, and you will be fine. We'll see you next week.